Buriram, 68 kilometres ahead of us. We are go on Sunday morning, and it was a better start than yesterday from the 14 of Ikegami. It looks like he's going to get to turn 1 first, and he does. He slots into the lead ahead of Ogiwara, yesterday's winner, and I think through that kink there, and then it's a break-in zone of turn 3, and I can already hear the fans cheering in front of us because Thailand leads a race in the Asia Talent Cup. Not for very long though. Bumpraway had it for a moment. He was pushed out wide at turn 3.
He said he had a fast couple of starts yesterday, both in the initial start and the restart, and he's in the lead by turn 4. What a start from the number 30.
Ayatollah, what did we say? Keep an eye on him. He hasn't gone away off the line badly at all. He's leading. P1 for number 13 as they come through. Turn 5, short shoot up to turn 6 and over to 10 is nose wide for B3. Coming back through into the lead, it's Ikegami as we're coming through sector 4.
Good stuff then, Mikigami trying to get back into the race as quickly as possible. That's exactly what he did. Ogiwara, not a good first lap for the race winner yesterday. He's down in P6.
The stinker in the second half of the lap, so Bumpraway's got work to do, but he's in the lead group. Badly out from the Filipino rider who's there in second. Pole sitter Ikegami third. Haruki Matsuyama said to watch him. He's up there, is in 5th place. And Bumpraway, who got that podium and led early on, in 6th. Why am I bothering? It's all chopping and changing, and that's Matsuyama, the Japanese rider from the middle of that second row, who's come through to lead. So Haruki.
Typical front end crash down at turn 3, hard on the ankles, of course, as Ikegami leads into turn 5.
Davino Brittani was in that big crash yesterday as well. It's a big old battle and he doesn't want to be part of it. He wants to get away, and Ogiwara, sensing that, has gone through as well.
The two guys who had superior race pace yesterday's rhythm, but now Ogiwara on the 16 hits the front for the first time in this race into the final corner.
In the early stages, Slipstream City through the kink at turn 2. Ayatollah comes through again. Fantastic stuff from the 13. Will he hold on? Matsuyama, the number 2, looking to try and get through, and this time Ayatollah does hold on, and to 3, and the one back up 3 to 4 is 3 abreast, and what a move that is. Ogiwara defends position. He leads with that lead quartet, which has got about half a second, I reckon, over them at the moment. Ogiwara ahead of Ayatollah, then it's Ikegami, and then it's Mel, then it's the 2 ties of Bumpraway and Pratama that complete your top 6.
Fast lap of the race for Alfonsi Dakigan up into 3rd place of 46.620, plenty quicker than anyone else on turn 1 for the podium finisher yesterday on the 20. He's lost touch with the leaders initially. Can he get his head back down and try and bridge the gap?
He's going to have to do it the hard way. Oh, dearie me, swapping and changing down at turn 3. That was...
Fortunately, as the lead group then, the top 4 was sort of threatening to get clear, but now the gap has been bridged by the chasers. Obviously battling at the front between the 4 riders, and boxing clever in the group behind has allowed the riders to break for the 4 leaders who are trying to break clear.
Dakigan leads them down towards turn 12. Ogiwara slots into 2nd place ahead of Ikegami. Ayatollah there, the number 2 of Matsuyama in 5th place. The group is back together again. Let's see who set the fastest lap. Not in the right way, so keep an eye on that number 2 of Haruki Matsuyama, going in 5th place at the moment. Number 13 of Badly Ayatollah up the straight again to turn 4.
Great racing here, the Idemitsu Asia Talent Cup. Do watch out for the number 2 of Matsuyama. We mentioned his pace late in the race. Yes, Matsuyama displayed awesome pace in the latter stages to get himself up into P4. He's not got as much work to do now, so will the number 2 be able to hold on to that rear tyre a bit more?
The 12 seasons history of the Asia Talent Cup, this is what, which is normally sorted out with elbows and a last lap lunge. We've got 11 laps to go. We're a third of the way through this race when they come across the line. Oh, Dakigan, I was going to say, I don't think he was out of position, and he's come through to lead the race one more time.
The pace has dropped, as you said, Kiko, the sort of wrong way. They're going slower than on your screens there. He's recovered well from that mistake at turn 1 a couple of laps ago as the tie rider, and he's back up into P5, I think he is. So good stuff from the number 20, shadowing to go. 10 laps to go here in the Idemitsu Asia Talent Cup, and we've mentioned the conditions, tough conditions out there, so it's all about preserving energy as well as tyres.
Oh, chopping and changing through turns.
Front is now broken once again, and Dakigan up the inside, so the race leaders change, keeping for the first time in a good handful of laps.
Dakigan knew he had to make that move as well, because I think Ayatollah, just like him, they don't want to stretch the, well, they want to stretch the field out, but he won't want to be dropped. So Ayatollah, the number 13 there, in P3 has got a little bit of work to do, but he's had a good Timmy. 4 abreast down towards turn 12. Oh, Ayatollah, brilliantly done. Sweeps across both of Ogiwara and Dakigan.
It's even more bad news to have Ikegami, podium finish yesterday behind you, but Ayatollah down into the final corner. Maybe a bit of a mirror to Wime up the inside, the number 22. Good move once again.
Ikegami came from P3 to P1 then. Look at Ayatollah, what? He does not want to be looking at any place. Dakigan, well, fearless, that's about right. Somehow holds on through turns 4 and 5 and is leading again. Oh, Ayatollah elbows out, it starts it up inside the top 7. So keep an eye on Cairoli. But as you can see, this group, it is a massive 20-wheeler at the front, and it is going to keep changing for the next 5 laps as we head towards the big
turn 9. He's not got a great run through turn 11 though. The fast sweeping kink down into turn 12. Ayatollah at the inside, but it is Ogiwara who comes through to lead the race.
You just got to hold your breath for a moment at turn 12 and turn 3, particularly on the last lap. Racecraft is so good, and he's just there in P2 and not in the big battle, at least for the moment. He's got Matsuyama for company, and that's P3 and a few bike links.
See the number 21 in this lead group and fighting for a podium. There he is in P5.
Ogiwara hits the front and Ikegami turn 12. But he might not have the opportunity because Matsuyama's come through. Now, that is a surprise move. Don't see too many passes at turn 9, but through he's come. So Matsuyama has just that move he's done there at turn 9. It's just a P4. We're coming across the line. 3 laps to go.
Yeah, tell you what, I think Ikegami can see Ogiwara just starting to get into a rhythm. He's been uninterrupted for a good lap now as Ogiwara, and you can see a slight gap building. Potentially not enough so far to really worry the chasers. But
second at the front between Ogiwara and Ayatollah. They're going to have to close down to 16 if they've got a chance of winning. Oh, and that's no chance of winning for Badly Ayatollah. Oh, well, he had
plenty more to come for the number 13 in 2025.
Keep an eye on this. Look at Ikegami. He's closing down on Ogiwara. The gap was just nearly 6/10 of a second now into this. He's in 4th place, but I don't think... Oh, big moment behind. That was Dakigan getting it all wrong, but I think he stayed on the bike. He just lost a load of time. Bumper away, I think he's out of it at the moment. It is between the 3 for a podium if he can. Last lap time in Buriram, race 2 here for the ATC, and it's Matsuyama who sets a 46.6 and the fastest lap of the race, but it is now a lead group, 3/10 between first and second. Let's see what Ikegami can do. Of course, he was robbed yesterday, having done so much of the donkey work. Ogiwara, well, wouldn't want to have...
Will he try there again, or will Matsuyama try at turn 8? We're about to find out. No, thinks better of it. Kiko, I think this is all coming down to the final corner. Turn 9, then it's the run down to turn 12.
Oh dear, hold your breath then. The 3 Japanese riders, Ogiwara won yesterday. He's got a race win under his belt. It was pole for Ikegami. He was done in the final stages. And Haruki Matsuyama has never won a race in the ATC. He only started yesterday, but it's all coming down to turn 12 now. 3 abreast. Ogiwara, super defensive, just like yesterday. Does this cost him time this time? No, it doesn't. I think he's just going to hold on. Yes, he does. Ryota Ogiwara doubles up at the destination of speed. Ikegami second and a first podium in just his second start in the class. Matsuyama, it's a Japan 1-2-3. Fantastic stuff at the front. Home